From Dave Bautista to old classmates. Who should our boy face off against in John Wick 4? Let's break it down. First up, we got the big baddie, the one and only, drumroll please, it's none other than Tom Hardy, the chameleon of Hollywood. This dude can change his body shape faster than you can say action. He's been through it all, from The Dark Knight Rises to Mad Max Fury Road, and even morphing into Venom. I mean, come on. If you can play a villain like Bane and train like a beast for Venom, you know you've got what it takes to tangle with John Wick. Plus, Hardy's already got some killer MMA and kickboxing skills in his arsenal. He's basically the British version of John Wick. And let's not forget, he's got a soft spot for dogs, just like our boy Wick. So you know he'd fit right in with the pack. As for Tom Hardy's competition, brace yourselves ladies and gentlemen, because next up I've got Jason Statham, the man who can do no wrong in the action movie department. This dude is like the action movie version of a Swiss Army knife. He's got all the tools you need to take on any challenge, from the Fate of the Furious to the Expendables. Statham has shown he can handle the toughest roles with ease. He's taken on some pretty mean villains in the past, and even went toe-to-toe with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, who does that? And let's not forget his fight skills, which are pretty much off the charts. The guy's like a human tornado, and if that's not enough, he's got that roguish British charm that we all love. Seriously, have you seen his Instagram? The man is shredded and knows how to work a camera. He'd be a total boss in the John Wick universe. But I'm not done yet. Hold on to your seats, because I've got a real behemoth of a contender up next. It's none other than Dave Bautista, the man who can probably bench press a car with one hand. This guy has gone from wrestling in the WWE to becoming a kick-ass actor in Guardians of the Galaxy. Just imagine the carnage that could ensue if Bautista went up against John Wick. It would be like watching two freight trains collide. You just can't look away. Plus, Bautista's got some serious comedic chops, which could make for an epic over-the-top villain in Chapter 4. There are also his bad guy credentials. He's played the villain inspector, the man with the iron fist, and the Kickboxer reboot. This dude knows how to bring the heat and be a total badass. So if you want to see some serious muscle-bound action and one-liners that'll make you laugh out loud, Bautista is your man. And then there's the suave and sophisticated actor who can also kick some serious butt. I'm referring to Idris Elba. This man can act, he can sing, he can DJ, and he can beat some people to a pulp. I mean, have you seen him take down those Norse gods in the Thor movies? But don't let his suave exterior fool you. Elba can play one hell of a villain too. From Stringer Bell in The Wire to Crawl in Star Trek Beyond, this guy has shown he can bring the heat and make us all tremble with fear. Also, did I mention that he has kickboxing skills in real life? They'd come in handy against John Wick. So if you want to see a potential James Bond go rogue and face off against John Wick, Elba is your man. Just imagine the epic showdown that could ensue. It'd be like watching two titans collide. And of course, how can I miss the ultimate badass dad, the one and only Liam Neeson? This guy has made a career out of playing the ultimate dad, who will stop at nothing to protect his family. And let's be real, we all know that when Liam Neeson said he has a particular set of skills, he means business. Neeson has been kicking ass and taking names in Hollywood for years now, starring in movies like Taken, The Grey, and Run All Night. And let's not forget his turn as Ra's al Ghul in Batman Begins, where he proved he can play a villain just as well as a hero. If you want to see John Wick go up against the ultimate dad, who will stop at nothing to protect his family, Liam's your pick. Just don't mess with him or his loved ones, because he will come for you and he'll find you. And now, let's talk about a lesser known but equally talented action star who could give John Wick a run for his money. It's time we discuss Scott Adkins. Don't let the fact that you might not recognize his name fool you. This guy is a legit martial arts expert with multiple black belts in various disciplines. Plus, have you seen him without a shirt on? Let's just say he gives John Wick a run for his money in the shredded department. Adkins has made a career out of starring in B-type action movies like Accident Man, Hard Target 2, and Triple Threat. So he knows a thing or two about throwing down in some over-the-top fight scenes. Plus, he's already played a villain in The Expendables 2, so he knows how to be bad when he needs to be. And based on his Instagram, we know he's not afraid to put in the work to get there. And then how can I forget? The man who's played the ultimate anti-heroes and villains. It's Jon Bernthal. You might recognize him from his role as the Punisher on Netflix. Bernthal's rugged and intense demeanor would fit perfectly into the world of John Wick. He's no stranger to playing the villain, having played the antagonist in films like Baby Driver, and he's shown his action chops in The Walking Dead. Bernthal's background as a trained actor, and his time spent in the Marines, would give him the perfect combination of discipline and intensity needed to take on John Wick. And if his time as the Punisher is any indication, I know he can handle some seriously intense fight scenes. While all these actors have some experience playing the villain, there's a certain someone who doesn't. I'm talking about Denzel Washington. Now, this one might be a bit of a surprise, but hear me out. He might not be the first guy you think of when it comes to playing a bad guy in an action movie. But the man's got range. He's won an Oscar for Training Day, and he's got a laundry list of morally complex roles under his belt, like The Equalizer. Other than that, his intense stare alone would be enough for Wick to surrender. Speaking of martial arts legends, Jet Li would be the perfect contender. Keanu Reeves plus Jet Li equals martial arts geek heaven. The Hong Kong legend may not be as active in Hollywood these days, but his fighting skills are still legendary. Just check out his turn as the villain in Lethal Weapon 4, or his takedown of Brendan Fraser in The Mummy: Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Also, Li and Reeves have already shared the screen in the past, in the cult classic martial arts movie The One. It's time to bring these two icons together again for John Wick Chapter 4. While these are all new entries, have you thought of bringing some old back? 'Cause I have. If Lawrence Fishburne can reunite with Keanu Reeves in John Wick Chapters 2 and 3, then why not bring the entire Matrix crew on board for Chapter 4? I'm talking about Hugo Weaving and Carrie-Anne Moss, who already have plenty of fight training from their Matrix days. Together, they would make a formidable tag team to take on John, and give him the ultimate challenge. It's the Matrix reunion we didn't know we needed. And there you have it. Actors that John Wick should definitely fight.